Remarks. So as a reminder, I'm David Rosen. I don't know if I even introduced myself this morning. So I'm a user experience analyst here at the University of Minnesota in information technology, and I am part of the committee that helps to put on this event every year. And I wanted to take a minute, at least at this point, to talk about our sponsors. I want to thank them because they help make this possible. You know, things like, obviously, things like space and lunch and all of those things cost money, and you know, we don't have an unlimited budget, and all of these organizations have helped us out in being able to make this possible and to keep it free and open to the public. And that has been really important to us, is that this is something that we're expanding the, you know, kind of the tent. We're trying to make it so that people can come and see this and learn about usability and user experience and design and all of these interesting things, and accessibility and inclusive design. Those things, we want those to be more well understood, and we don't want it to be something where it's like a restricted thing where people can only get in because you got a ticket. And I know, yes, we had an RSVP process because we had to get a count and understand what was going on to some extent, but we still had a lot of walk-ins today, which is awesome, and that's what we were hoping for. So, our platinum sponsor is IT at UMN, so information technology at the University of Minnesota really helps us out. They provide a lot of funding. They also provide my time and Nick Rosenkrantz's time and Priyanka Mohan's time and Karen Shapiro, who was in here doing the emceeing. All of their time, and our student employees who are at the front desk and helping out with food and all of those things. Those are all people from information technology here at the university. So we're really proud to be able to put this on, and we're happy to be such a big sponsor. TCF Bank also sponsored this as an on-campus sponsor, and that's extremely helpful. They've been a sponsor for us for the past 3 years. For our silver sponsors, we had Nerdery and McAllister and WeCo, and you probably saw a lot of WeCo folks here today. They did some amazing, they did a panel, they did demonstrations, there was a presentation, there was a lot of representation there, and they did a really great job with it. We have the College of Design from the University of Minnesota supporting us. And then our bronze sponsors were Prime Academy and the Department of Writing Studies, which is actually the department that Nick and I graduated from. So we have a connection with all of these groups. And then here is our World Usability Day Committee. So these are all the people. I don't know if all of us are here or standing here. If you are here, stand up, let everybody see who you are. I know people don't always like that, but it is nice. It's a lot of hard work that goes into, you know, making something like this happen. Now, one of the things I want to mention, and I know I'm going to steal this a little bit from a conference that I've gone to before called High Ed Web. And one of the things they talk about is that a lot of times at a conference you get so many ideas, or at a day where you're going to presentations, you're getting just like all of these ideas and you want to bring everything back, and then you feel a little bit overwhelmed and you might not actually know, like, what can I implement? So the thing that you want to take a moment to do is to think about, the way they describe it is your golden nugget. So think about the thing that you can, like, if you can think of one thing that you're really going to pull out of this and just take back and say, you know what, I'm going to try and make this thing happen. Because it can be overwhelming. It doesn't mean that you won't take the knowledge that you gained and apply it to what you're doing, but if you're going to try and make change happen, sometimes you got to focus on like one really important, really big takeaway that you got out of this. So that's what I would encourage you to do, is just take a moment to kind of think about, what was that golden nugget for me? Like, what am I going to go back and I'm going to try and implement some sort of change in my organization or in my actions? And so we sent out a survey, or the feedback form here, to everyone's email on our RSVP list, whether you were RSVP'd for the live stream or RSVP'd to be here. Now, if you were not on that list and did not get the email, we do have a Z link, so a short, I mean, we call it a shortened URL. It's really not that short. But if you can take a minute to go there and give us some feedback about how today went for you. Where can we improve? I know that, like, it was, you know, I'm glad we were able to, you know, have some tasty lunch, and we were able to, I heard nothing but good compliments about the content that we had, but I know that there were space issues, and those are things that we want to know about. We want to know where we can make this better next year. What can we do? Because ultimately we want this to be as good of an event as we can possibly make it. So that is the last thing I want to do. I'm not going to take 20 minutes to do closing remarks here. My big thing is I want you to think about what can you take away as your big takeaway, and also what can we take away from you in order to help make this as good as it can possibly be. So I will say thank you all so much for coming. Please feel free to take this moment to sit and kind of pull out your phone or your device or whatever and fill this out. And hopefully we will see you all next year. Thank you.